Hello, I hope you're doing well. So my name is Michaela, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself here in case you don't know me. I am a wife. I'm a mama of 2 little girls. I'm an animal nurse, so a certified veterinary technician of 10 years. I also coach club volleyball. I have my aromatherapy degree. I am a certified essential oil specialist. And I am newly an e-learner facilitator for a couple of mamas and kiddos and my kiddos for who knows how long. I'm not exactly sure. So with that comes all sorts of things, right? Issues with, say my husband has sore muscles, say I need something for gut health. My kiddos need something for ouchies or sleep or you name it, anything, everything that comes with kiddos, right? My pets, digestive issues, ear issues, anxiety issues. In volleyball, there's all sorts of things that can happen in volleyball. And then as far as e-learning goes, so focus, concentration, stuff for anxious feelings. So I'm going to go over a few of these things today. I'm also going to really stress and focus on just the differences in the essential oils I use and some of the essential oils out there. So this is just something that I'm very passionate about, as I've seen a lot of issues with. I have done classes with animal poison control. I have done some poison control education, and I know that it really, really matters when it comes to what type of essential oils that you get. So it shouldn't. People should be honest. People should be doing things the right way. However, there is no governing body when it comes to essential oils. So anybody can create an essential oil and call it 100% pure therapeutic grade. They can also provide fake GCMS tests. They can also buy from brokers instead of the farmers. And with that, it really damages these farmers and their communities and everything they've worked for. And the brokers a lot of times will add things to the oil to make more money. And all the while, a lot of essential oil companies have no idea this is going on. So some are well-intentioned, just not educated. And some are just plain dishonest. So please educate yourself in this regard. The oils that we have chosen, you will see if you haven't figured it out already. And this comes from, I've been using them for 4.5 years. They are very transparent. Doctors, nurses, I have so many medical professionals on my team, including a veterinarian. This company also has a veterinary panel. They have a veterinary board. They have, during their conventions, they actually have people from universities come and talk about the studies they're doing on these specific essential oils. They have an emergency care doctor come in, an epidemiologist. I mean, it is education. It's an insane amount of education. Sorry, that was a little tongue twister there. Chemists, I mean, you name it. So it's not rah-rah. They are very, very, very passionate about the therapeutic quality, the pureness of the essential oils, and then helping the most, which is not always the easiest. So lifting these farmers and communities out of poverty, they really have a good heart. So I am so excited to be sharing this with you today. So let's get right to it, right? I could go on and on. I could do this without a slideshow, but I'm going to share my screen and have a little PowerPoint for you. So you're not just looking at my face the whole time. Okay, so here this is. I already introduced myself, Michaela Love, in case you forgot. On Facebook, it's Michaela Street Lab. So I'm going to tell you what got me started with using essential oils. So it started when I was pregnant and I had some upper respiratory issues. And I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. We have hundreds of testimonies by now. and I could do, oh man, yeah, you don't want that class probably, but I could go on and on. But I'm going to just give you a few. So upper respiratory issues, I was pregnant, I used a little bit of lavender, and oh my goodness, I could breathe. I slept the best I had slept in a really long time. I was in my 3rd trimester, and that was my first wow moment with essential oils. Now, there's always that little bit of doubt. You're like, well, was it the essential oil? Was it not? You know, however, there was this one time that I could not doubt that the essential oil worked at all. And that was when my daughter had an ear infection, and she had a double ear infection. The first time we went through the ear infection, she got the antibiotics. Okay, so I was gonna just say like the routine medication they give, but she got antibiotics. She had a very poor reaction to the antibiotics, and the reaction was by far worse than the ear infection itself. It was just a nightmare. So the second time she got an ear infection, I could have cried, because I did not want her to go through that again. I did not want anybody to go through that again. So my mom, who had found this company before I did, this amazing essential oil company, said, I've got you. This is what we're doing. And I was like, okay. And sure enough, she applied the oils. She had me apply the oils. And 3 days later, we went to her well baby visit, and they told me she no longer had an ear infection. And mind you, they told me it was a double raging ear infection. Now, don't worry, I had the script because I just wasn't sure. But she seemed to be feeling better. She seemed to be doing a lot better. So when we went in, 3 days later, I was like blown away. And I was like, we didn't use the antibiotic. And they were like, well, just keep doing whatever you're doing. And I was just like, okay, so that's what we're doing. We're just continuing on. And because I have such a passion and I continue to share, this is why I do this. And there's another reason why I do this, and I will share that in a little while, okay? All right, so let's talk about what essential oils are. So they're natural occurring plant extracts. They're steam released from plant material or cold pressed from the rind if it's a fruit. They have therapeutic properties that can support wellness and soothe many concerns, like many, many, many concerns. So essential oils on the plant, that is the plant's way of protecting itself. So when you smell a rose, that aroma is the plant's essential oil. And what that essential oil does is help protect the plant from diseases, invaders, helps repair, you name it. So many different jobs essential oils do. They are natural, safe, affordable, and very easy to use. Just look up essential oils and how they can help you. So we have similar building blocks, and because of that, natural recognizes natural, and we are able to use these in the same ways plants use them for themselves. So cool. It's pretty awesome. These are not a fad. They date way, way, way back to biblical times. There are many biblical references in the Bible. I know they used oregano in World War II. Now, ways of distilling have gotten better, less contaminants, less things of that nature. So thankfully, so now we can use them and get the same therapeutic benefits time and time and time again, which is awesome. So yeah, if you know nothing about essential oils, know that they are not a fad. I mean, they've been streamlined, they're in the big box stores. Don't go touch those, remember, don't go touch those. But they are nothing new, and they've been around forever and ever. And now we're having to relearn how to use them, because did you know there are no new antibiotics in the works for anything? It takes about 20 years, I guess, for a new antibiotic to come out, and there are none in the works at the moment. So keep that in mind. So we love integrative medicine. I'm going to tell you, side note, that I'm not anti-medication. I'm not anti-doctor. You're not going to hear me do that. I believe in integrative medicine. That being said, I also believe that when you take care of your health on the front end, you don't have to deal with it on the back end. And it's a lot easier to do it on the front end. And we have not needed to use medications since using essential oils. Me personally, my kiddos, on and on. So we've been thankful for that. But if there were to be a need for that, I would definitely partner them together. Okay, so how do you use essential oils? Aromatically, smelling them from the bottle. In the diffuser, I have a diffuser back here. It's the thing with the light, if you can see that. I know it's probably really tiny on your screen right now. All that is, there's no heat with that. It's just water and a couple of drops of essential oil, and it's vaporizing that into the air in like a fine, fine mist. But you don't need a diffuser. It's handy for at night, especially for sleep, or if you want to make your home smell good, because we cannot use candles anymore because that's what was causing my asthma issues, allergy issues, congestion, all the things, sinus infections, you know. So we diffuse. So I'm helping my health instead of hurting my health now. But another way to diffuse is to put an oil in your hands, rub your hands together, and work it through your hair. So these are not like fatty cooking oil, so it's not going to leave your hair greasy. But now I have my own little hair diffuser now. They have little beads that are really good. I've got my kiddos some little lava bead bracelets that they can put the oils on and they can smell them. What this is going to do, why would you do this other than to smell amazing? This is going to help with calming the emotions. Now, when you inhale an essential oil, it goes straight to the limbic system of your brain, so the emotion part of your brain, without you even recognizing the smell. So it hits it that fast. So there is a reaction that occurs that releases an emotion and a change in emotion. So think of like when you smell something amazing and it just like brings this calming, relaxed feeling over you. Essential oils are great for that. They have a ton of different chemical constituents that help your body balance out. They can boost your mood and energy. They can open your airways, purify the air, absolutely, and promote restful sleep. Did you know that most of your Febreze sprays, Glade sprays, they actually have roughly 80 neurotoxins in there? Febreze sprays and dryer sheets are two of the most toxic products in your home. Insane. When we know better, we do better. And I'm not here to judge anybody that chooses to use things or not use things. I just know for my family, after I knew that, I'm like, okay, they gotta go. They gotta go. Okay, so another way to use them is topically. Apply to the area of concern. So because what we put on our skin gets into our bloodstream within 26-ish seconds, we want to be sure that we're using things that are good for us, right? So a lot of body lotions, a lot of things that we put on our skin are hormone disruptors. However, things with essential oils, certain essential oils are actually hormone balancers. They're not going to override your body. They're going to help balance things out, which is so nice and reassuring. So you can still have something, you can still smell amazing. You can get some unscented lotion, add a little bit of essential oil in there, rub it on your body, and you will be good to go. Some benefits of using oils topically, other than smelling good, are soothing the muscles, easing joint discomfort, calming skin irritation, and supporting your immune system, which is so important right now. So we love to diffuse the immune support oil called On Guard, and we've been doing that a lot by applying that to the bottoms of our feet, diffusing it. Why would we apply it to the bottoms of our feet? That's because we have the most reflex points at the bottom of our feet, and that's where all of our nerve endings are. And so that oil is going to get to where it needs to go if you apply it to the bottom of your feet. So it's just a good place to put it. Okay. Then I want to also note here that we like to use carrier oils when using essential oils. So hot oils like cinnamon, or an oil with cinnamon in it, or an oil high in menthol content, which like peppermint oil, we like to dilute because they can cause a skin irritation over time. If you keep putting the same drop in the same spot, it's going to probably cause a little irritation. Don't worry, it should usually go away, but we like to prevent that from happening by using a carrier oil. So we're going to take that one drop and spread it to a greater surface area. And that is the best way to use essential oils, is with a carrier oil. Okay, and it's not going to decrease the effectiveness. It actually increases it, which is pretty neat. Okay, so this is the final way to use essential oils internally. Now, if you are watching this video, if you put in the comment section the 3 ways to use essential oils right now, I will have a goodie for you. So be sure to do that, and I will reach out to you to get you your address to send you your goodies for free. No need to do anything else. So just list the 3 things. Internally, so you're going to do this by adding a drop of oil to food, water, or in an empty veggie cap. Now, we've been using these same products for about 4.5 years. I'm comfortable using oils internally. I know there's talk about the mucous membrane thing. I know there's talk about, oh, well, look, the oil went through the styrofoam cup. What's it going to do to my insides? However, natural recognizes natural. If you were to put that same drop of oil on a banana, you're not going to see any issues. Also, I believe that the reason this is so controversial as well is because there are so many different oil companies out there. They can't just say, well, these oil companies you cannot use internally and these you can. And a lot of people don't know the rigorous testing or understand it fully that Doterra does. So keep that in mind. However, if you're not comfortable with it, you can use the oils the other 2 ways. And you're gonna get benefits, so that's okay. I just notice quicker benefits when I use them internally, especially when I do lemon in my water. Now, water and oil do not mix. I'm not a goofball, but I swirl it around, I shake it up, I disperse it, okay? And it tastes good to me. I love it. This is gonna help ease digestive upset. So I do this often if I eat something maybe I shouldn't. It's gonna support the immune system, add flavoring, and support cellular health. All right, now I'm gonna just go over quickly on how many doses are in a bottle, because it's like, okay, like that's a little bitty oil bottle. Am I gonna use these like one-time use? I've heard that before, so I just wanted to make sure I address that here. So a bottle like this, a 15 ml bottle, which you see on the left side of your screen right now, hopefully, the bigger bottle of the 2, is going to be roughly 250 doses. So 250 doses in that little bottle, because you only need 1 drop at a time. That's it. So 1 drop at a time, and you can even make your oils last a longer time by getting roller bottles. So you can get these on Amazon. Don't get your oils on Amazon. That's a bad idea. I had a friend who did that, and that was a big mistake. They filled the oil bottle with something that was not actually oil. So that you got some dishonest people out there, guys. You gotta be careful. But we just put like a few drops in here, and then we fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil. 1 second, I'm going to let my husband know that somebody is here dropping off our smoothies. Okay. So then, so yeah, just a couple of drops in here. Fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil, and then you were good to go. And you have a ready to go roller with fractionated coconut oil. It is so easy to use. We take this on our trips. We take it whenever we're going somewhere. So we just rub. This is like, you just rub it on your belly for a digestive oil. Put it where you need it. The other one is 90 doses. Same type of deal. You can make those last as long as you need. We have several oils that just last a really long time. Okay, what makes Doterra different? Their transparency. Okay, and I'm not a drink the Kool-Aid kind of girl. I went to the conventions skeptical. I went to different things that they held in Springfield as a skeptic, okay? But time and time again, they're very transparent and they're very honest and forthcoming. And for example, when they are, say tragedy strikes somewhere and a whole crop is wiped out, guess what? We don't get that oil anymore. That's it. End of story. They're not buying it from somewhere else. They made a deal with those farmers specifically, and that's that. And they're like, sorry. And also, there have been times that we haven't been able to get a product because guess what? It showed up to be 98% pure. It wasn't 100%. So that whole batch went away. I like seeing things like that. I like seeing honesty, even though it's a pain, a complete pain, because if you're relying on an essential oil, I respect that a lot. Now, the other reason I like them is the third-party testing. So straight from the third-party testing facility, they will provide those results of the essential oil per batch. So there is a lot number and an expiration date on each of the bottles. And especially these single oils, you can go to sourceu.com, type in that code, and you're going to get the GCMS testing and the other testing on this oil from the third-party facility, APRC. So there's the website right there. If you have a doTERRA bottle, sourceu.com. However, only if you bought it straight from doTERRA would I trust those results. Co-impact sourcing. What does this mean? This means that they get the best plants from the best places in the world for superior quality oil. If you were to grow tomatoes in your backyard in town, would they be as good as like tomatoes, or better example, out of season tomatoes versus in season tomatoes? Are you going to be able to tell the difference? And in town versus, you know, a good decent soil out in the country, you're going to tell a difference. So that's the same thing with essential oils. They're plants. This comes from plants. So it's the same idea. So they like to go where that plant thrives the most, thrives the best, has the best climate, weather, you name it. The Healing Hands Foundation, I love this. And this is the other reason why I'm so passionate. And I will show you here in a minute. What Healing Hands does is they give back to the communities and our sourcing partners, and their sourcing partners all over the world. If you go to doterrahealinghands.org, you're going to see what they're doing. Their latest project, or partnership, is with the prevention of trafficking. So they've been partnered with OUR for years now, since I started using their oils. And they did some prevention programs, but they've really focused on that this time. They partnered with Hugh Jackman's wife in a program that she's been running. So the prevention is the big one, the new big one. And then the rescue, and then the recovery, and so on and so forth. So continuing education. So they do a lot with that. They do a lot with Days for Girls, which is empowering women and girls all over the place about their cycles, about fertility, just some education for these communities, just so that these girls and women don't end up in huts during that time of the month. They can still go to school. You know, they're not dirty. It's amazing. It's amazing what they do. It just, their heart is huge. And that's what gets me the most, if you can't tell. Okay, so really quick, this is very personal for us. To you, this might just seem like, oh, some kids, you know, whatever. This is actually, these are kids that we've grown to love and know. And my mom actually started with some other friends. She's currently the president of HUGS, Hearts United in God's Service. And that you'll see that Patrick posted that here. Patrick runs an orphanage in Uganda, and he works really hard for these kids. And before it was anything, it was just a bunch of kids in his home. He reached out to us, mainly my mom, and then talked to me as well, because he wanted doTERRA in his community and because he's seen what they've done. Okay, so we have taken it upon ourselves, and my mom's really just run with this along with our pastor and some of her friends as far as taking care of these kiddos. So sponsoring, they did a whole sponsoring page. They've made themselves a 501c3. It's amazing. So what we just did was raise $15,000, and guess what? doTERRA matched it. And now they're building a school, and I'm so excited. And so it's just awesome. They just do things like this. They even sent relief kits when there was a tornado in Taylorville, and we got to pass those out just because. So their heart is huge, and I can definitely back a company like that. I have no problem doing that. And they're debt-free company, which helps too. So they can do a lot. They can serve a lot. All right, so now probably what you were actually here for is to learn about some essential oils. Now that you know the heart, or a little piece of it, I'm going to talk about peppermint. So peppermint essential oil, as you can see on my screen, or on your screen, all the different things that it can do, but it can do so much more. And I want you to know that if you get essential oils and you get them, say you partner with me, you want me to be your educator, which means the links that you see, that puts you with me. That puts you partnering with me. You will be on my team, and I take full responsibility on partnering with you, holding hands with you, and educating you. But you will get some sort of reference depending on your kit size. Now, I will let you know, I get a little bit of money when you get a kit. And I'm telling you this because depending on the kit size is what I give you. Now, every kit will get, I basically give it back to you in gifts, if that makes sense. Every kit will get this nice little welcome packet and a note from me. There's an A to Z guide in here and just some basic uses of essential oils. The bigger the kit, I will send you a nice big book with science and the information in there. So yeah, I basically just give it back to you in gifts. There, you know my secret. But you don't need to memorize all of this. You can use this for reference, but I've got you covered. So if you experience any fevers, which we have tackled those types of things with my own kiddos very successfully, thank goodness. Also, all the while talking to telenurse, you know, the integrative medicine. It's really good for alertness, waking up. We'll do this in the morning, take a nice deep breath of peppermint just to get us going for the day. It's good for airway support. It's also good for digestive issues. I like to use this when I'm on a plane and I haven't been on a plane lately, or in the backseat of a car because I get motion sickness. So I love smelling peppermint during that travel time when I don't feel so great. And it's worked so well. Lemon essential oil. So I talked about putting lemon in my water, and it is good for all of these types of things. My favorite way to use lemon is getting slime out of hair. So that's one of my favorite pastimes. We don't do slime in this house anymore, but it'll get it out of the rug, out of hair, you know, you name it. It's a miracle worker. I've gotten Sharpie out of off a linoleum floor, which is great. And yeah, but I love how it will pull petrochemicals. It's detoxifying. So it's going to pull the unnatural out and obviously work with natural things. It's good for when you partner it with peppermint and lavender. It's good for seasonal issues. This is my favorite. And I will put a drop of each in honey and take that when I'm having some really intense sneezing episodes. It works like a charm. I love it. And then you use it as needed. Now let's talk about lavender. So I just talked about the top 3 oils that people use, lemon being the main one. Now, there are kits with lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it. So if you are interested in these 3 oils, just to kind of like touch into the essential oil community and see what it's all about, I've got you covered. Don't forget to click on the link as far as filling out some information. It's just a wellness consult and it's totally free. If you are interested in me customizing something for you, let me know. It's totally free. Lavender is good for sleep issues. Now, on occasion, you will want to test this out. On a few people, it energizes them. So obviously you don't want that before you go to sleep. Just like medications affect people differently, essential oils will do the same. If you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit anxious, this is a good one to really just put in your hands, take a deep breath in, or diffuse it. It's good for any type of skin irritation. I love to use lemon, lavender, and peppermint in the same way that I use it for sneezy, allergy issues. I like to put it in a water bottle and spray it on my sunburns. I love doing that. It's cooling, it's nice, it's amazing. We've been using it also on my daughter's bug bites. Okay, adaptive. So this is a newer oil and they have clinical trials running on this and they've seen some amazing things. They have the adaptive oil, a roll-on, so like a touch, so like this is what they would call a touch. And then they also have capsules. which are super convenient and really good, and they're meant to all work together. So if you have some major issues with just kind of feeling down or having some real anxious feelings right now, which I noticed that was spelled wrong, I apologize, any lack of motivation or mental fatigue, or want a really good smelling perfume, Adaptive is your oil. I really like the capsules, especially during this time of uncertainty. It's just been really good. It's just been a nice thing to have in my toolbox for sure. Now, I want to mention perfume. So your thyroid is right here. Pro tip, maybe don't put the perfume where your thyroid glands are. That can cause all kinds of hormonal issues. What's nice about essential oils is that they're hormone balancing, whereas perfumes can be hormone disruptive or hormone disrupting. All right, so Breathe. Let's talk about one of my favorite oils. I love them all for different reasons, but Breathe was the one that helped me not need my inhaler anymore. So I'm not saying that every person with asthma isn't going to need an inhaler after using Breathe. For me, that was the case. So I had a sports-induced asthma, and I needed it. I mainly needed it for all the candles in my house, probably. But anytime I would do physical activity, I would get a little wheezy. So I would need to use my inhaler. What I loved about Breathe is that I put a drop in my hand, I rub my hands together, and I cup it over, and I take a nice deep breath in. And it works so well into opening those airways. Now you might notice a little bit of coughing if you have some phlegm or things that need to just be broken up, and that's totally normal. But it is an amazing essential oil for opening up the airways. We like to use Breathe and On Guard. And if I want to talk about dogs really quick, On Guard and Breathe in a diffuser, just a drop per 100 mils in a diffuser in an open airway. It's going to be really good for dogs that like have those coughing episodes. It's going to help open their airways. Sleep issues. This is really good for sleep issues, especially for those that have issues snoring. So there's that. Okay. So let's go on to copaiba. So copaiba is one of those. It's one of those oils I use instead of the ever popular CBD oil. This one, I mean, I know it's pure, and I know that CBD can do some things that are amazing. However, from what I've learned from animal poison control and other things, is that it can cause elevated liver enzymes, and I don't really want to deal with that. Excuse me. So I choose to use copaiba because it works on the CB2 receptors. It's not fair to really compare one to the other, but the issues that I would have and needs a CBD oil for, I can use copaiba for. So that's just what we do. And any discomfort, say with dogs, I've seen some great things with dogs to see this copaiba oil for uncomfortable joints, any head tension, you name it. So you can read your screen. It's an amazing oil, and these aren't the only things that it can do for you. Deep Blue is also good for any sorts of discomfort. It's great for after a workout. This is like the men's gateway oil, and that is something that I do include. I include a little Deep Blue rub in these welcome kits, but this is the Deep Blue rub itself, and this is just handy, ready to go, amazing. And I've been using this because I don't know what's going on. I slept wrong on our bed one night and have a little pain in my neck. So it's been nice to use the Deep Blue oil and the Deep Blue rub. I'm doing great now. Digestzen is great for all things tummy. So it's got these cute little names. Obviously, when there is a name like Breathe or Digestzen or Adaptive, those aren't names of trees or plants that I know of. So they are combinations of different oils that are good for that specific thing. So if you are going too much or not enough, it's a great one. If you are having some sort of motion sickness, it's a good one to have. I like to use this one internally for the best benefits. However, you can apply it to your stomach. So apply it where you need it. Now, balance. This is a favorite for this time, okay? This you want to have. You want to have balance. The only thing I can describe it, my first experience with balance was I was feeling so frustrated to the point where I felt like I needed to just flip out to feel better. And I put balance on, and within it took about 15 minutes. It's like everything just kind of relaxed. And it was the most amazing thing. I've never had that happen before. So if you're just feeling just angry, balance is a good oil for you to apply morning and at night. And I would just apply it before you need it. I mean, you can apply it when you need it, but it's great to apply before you need it. This is also one of my daughter's favorite oils for when they're leaving. Say they're going somewhere with one parent, and the other parent is just hanging back, but she wants all of us together, which is so sweet. She'll sniff the balance oil just to feel better because she gets really upset, and I feel so bad. So yeah, I love the smell too. It is so good. So, so good. All right, so now we're gonna talk about On Guard. This oil, there's a reason it hiked up. See, oh, here it is. As soon as things started happening, everyone wanted On Guard. And there's reason for that. So there's a lot of studies on On Guard on how effective it is and how little you need for it to be effective, and it is awesome. So we are staying stocked up on Guard, that's for sure. And you can read all of the things that it's good for here. I have used it for oral health issues, and it provides some really good comfort. There is clove in it, and I believe that is why. It is going to be really good for cleaning. They have On Guard in several cleaning, well, they have one cleaning product really, and it's a cleaner concentrate, and we love using that. We love using the On Guard laundry detergent. They're coming out with On Guard wipes. So they just announced that this year, which is really cool. So there's a whole On Guard line of things, and that's just for good reason because of how effective the oil is. But we always, of course, keep our oil on hand, and you can DIY a bunch of that stuff. Frankincense is the king of oils. I'm sure you recognize this from the Bible. So this is good for when you're feeling really, really down, or say you're having a really bad stomach upset and you want to use Digestzen. Add a little bit of frankincense on there just to help. It's like a driver oil. It's going to help enhance the effects of the other oils. It's so amazing. And it's also good for immune and cellular health. There's a lot of things published on frankincense. So if you ever get time to check that out, please do. It's an amazing, amazing oil. All right, so how do you get started? So you can choose a reduced cost starter kit, and I'm going to show you a couple of those. And then you can click one of the links to check out, or you can message me if you have any questions. Absolutely. I'm here for you, and this is all about you. So this shows you why you should get started. If you're interested in natural health and wellness and essential oils and what they can do for you, you're going to get a 25% discount on all of your future orders when you get this, when you get a kit, and it's going to be good for a year. No, you don't have to buy things monthly. I get that question a lot. There are like programs, it's like a subscription box where you can edit it each month and get what you want and earn points and all that. But you can also buy what you need when you need it. So up to you, customizable, all you, completely all you. There's promotions, so you'll get access to promotions, and then the community. So the essential oil group, VIP group that I'm a part of, or that I help run, it has about 230-ish people in there, and I love learning from all those people. I am a part of a larger group, which you would be a part of too, and you would have that option to join that group as well, just to get even more information. And we have doctors, nurses, veterinarians, you name it. We have all kinds of health professionals that see the benefit in using essential oils. Actually, the hospital here in town uses Doterra essential oils. So they're trusting them for the effectiveness and the consistency, and of course, so are we. All right, so let's talk about the starter kit options. Okay, now keep in mind, you can make anything a kit if you wanted to for $35, and then you just add on. But the kits are going to be a more reduced cost. So the Family Essentials kit is going to take, going to have those 5 ml bottles. So the smaller bottles, so you'll get like 90 doses each. And it's going to have your top 10 oils, top 10, meaning that these are the oils that most people use all the time, and they need to keep on hand. So I can totally go over, once you get your kit, and teach you how to use these oils. So we can do a Zoom meet. I could even, if you just had some questions and you want me to just make a video for you so that you can watch it at any time, we can do that as well. If you want a one-on-one chat, that's cool. But obviously you'll get a welcome kit along with a few other goodies. And if you get this kit, of course, with this kit, I will include one of these guys. If you add the diffuser for $47, you're going to get these 2 oils for free. I wanted just to let you know that, and then you'll get a $20 coupon, meaning I'll give you $20 in oils for free as well. So this is probably your best bet, your best option, which is why I posted this first. It's just a good deal. Now, if you want all the oils we talked about today through that whole slide, that is this kit right here with a diffuser. So you're going to get the 15 ml, meaning 250 doses in each bottle. It's amazing and awesome. And you're, of course, going to get the welcome kit and a book and be a part of our community and all the amazing things. You're going to be supported with all of these things. And then there is a simple solutions kit. If you want to just kind of tiptoe in, that's fine too. It's going to have the deep blue rub. It's going to have an immune support oil, a sleep oil blend, which smells amazing. I love Serenity. And then lemon essential oil for cleaning, for detoxing, for all sorts of things. Lemon is great for a lot of things. So all 3 of these oils are great for a lot of things. And I will totally hold your hand and help you with that. There's a healthy habits kit. And I want to say that this is Doterra's #1 selling product. But lemon is the top selling oil. The vitamins are the top selling product. So we love using these vitamins. We like to take care of our health on the front end, like I mentioned, not the back end. It's a lot easier to do that. So we take the essential oil, or the vitamins. There's a 96% absorption rate. We love that. It's got our omegas. They also have a vegan formula, by the way. Omegas, vitamins and minerals, antioxidants. These are the digestive enzymes and the prebiotic probiotic combo. And we know by now, like, gut health is everything. And so it's important to get these enzymes because they are cooked out of our foods. And it's also important to have good gut flora for immune support and just our serotonin levels, you name it. So those things are very, very important. If you're looking for a good supplement, this is the kit for you. And this is why I put this here. The membership fee is waived. You get the set along with everything listed here. And you get 5 ml blends of Balance, On Guard, Frankincense, Lavender, and Lemon. And I, of course, will include a $20 coupon and a book and the welcome kit. Okay? Just for you guys. All right, healthy home. So if you're kind of wanting to revamp your home and just use more natural products, this is the kit for you. It's got the 250 dose bottles, so the 15 ml bottles, along with the toothpaste, which we love, the cleaner concentrate, like I mentioned, the hand soap and a hand sanitizer, all the On Guard line, so I mentioned that. And so you get to see a little bit of that here. And then the natural shampoo and conditioner. So these are plant-based products and they're amazing. And of course, a little cute diffuser. All right, so what questions do you have for me? If you made it this far, please let me know 3 other things that you learned. I am so happy, and I will send you a nice little gift if you can comment those things. Feel free to text me if you have more personal questions. If you want to message me on Facebook Messenger, that's cool too. I'm good with that. Otherwise, if you're just like, I just kind of want to see what I think, what you think I should think, I guess, on the Google Forms. So the wellness consult, fill all that out. I will get back to you on what I think would benefit you most. You can tell me your budget. I'm here for you. So we can work with any budget. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today. And I will continue to post other things about essential oils and what I find awesome. And hopefully you find it beneficial. All right, that's all I have. Bye-bye.